I think it started with what makes sense to do outside and what to do when you have the possibility to have a lot of space suddenly. So it was the question how to open up spaces inside a space.
It's a sound installation with parabolic reflectors, meaning they produce very directional sound. So once you're in the beam, you get the sound quite directly on your ears. It sounds very close, but they also reflect to the all the landscape around. So if you place it to a tree, the sound's really coming from the tree. And with this kind of parameters, you could really create a soundscape within the whole landscape. You can draw the sound lines and work with the reflections. It's working with the sunlight, so depending on how much light the single solar critters get, the sound is changing. Currently it's 3 objects because this place has quite some echo and reverb. We spent quite some time in the field, just standing, listening, walking, putting one speaker in a little different direction, and the whole system is just changing completely, and we rearrange completely and start again from scratch.
We have those photosensors inside of the circuits that just change the sound or change frequencies or change the amplitude when it's getting darker or brighter or the sun comes from a different angle. And also we do use solar panels a lot, so it's this very direct conversion of solar energy to electronics to sound.
Each speaker is one identity, one critter. The sounds they produce are, at least for me, a bit like voices of critters, insects or birds or animals that we don't know yet.
We already had the situation where birds start to sing along. Horses that are on the field, they're just staring at us what's that sound, what are you doing? People are very invited to come and walk around in the field and
build your own space in a way.
The experience could be very different because it's very dependent on the path you take and very dependent also on the weather, like a wind.
Reflection of the landscape, how the sun moves.
Because if you come in the evening, it's going to be very different to if you come in the morning. If you come end of May, it will be very different if you come later.
We don't really know what will happen.